Hello, everybody. Today I'm with Beverly Chimes. Hi, Beverly.
Hi.
From Beverly's experience, and what she'd like to share with us today is that when you have clarity on the inside and you're not measured by what's going on the outside, but you're aware of your outside, then no matter what you're doing, whether it be a menial task, whether it be something that's thought of as more important, that clarity will be your compass and will allow you to get a tremendous amount of meaning and happiness in your life. Is that correct, Beverly?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is when someone's totally clear and hooked into their self and they understand themselves very well, and whatever it is that their major mission is in life, they can be working from that point of view, no matter if they're in the boardroom, in the laundry room, or trying to deal with a crisis with a child.
Mm-hmm.
If they're coming from that very clear place of mission, then they can use all the skills they have from their different life settings to best serve that intervention right now.
What I hear from that, and I love it, you've kind of clarified for me, if you like, that if we're doing our laundry, let's just be there doing our laundry in presence with that, and that in itself will bring us the calm. If we're in the boardroom doing something which is deemed more important, let's say, let's just be there, let's be present there. So that will also give us an inner calm and presence, rather than labeling things as more important and less important, possibly. But just to be fully present in that and see the value of what we're doing, whether it's laundry or something else.
Exactly. I don't really jive with the more important and less important, right? Because if we're going to be true about our values in the world and like what we actually highly value, not how society rates something or how our community rates something, but how we rate something, yes, then why are we, say, business people as well as being spouses? Or why are we parents while being friends? Mm-hmm. So if we take away that whole rating system, we free ourselves up for very deep connection. And then we're able to be truly us, truly connected in whatever setting we're currently in.
We're currently in. I love that, because what you're saying is that we actually have a range of relationships and places that we appear in. We appear as wife, mother, businesswoman, etc., etc. And to rate ourselves in that place, and not one is not more important than the other. We might spend time with our husband at the end of the day and try and be fully present and listening to him, just like we would have to a worker earlier in the day.
Exactly. And even if we would just use a technique of, say, taking a breath just before we walk in our home.
Yes.
And use that as a moment of transitioning from like our busy day where it has a certain set of rules. It's a certain field with a certain set of rules. And now we're walking onto a different field, and we want to play the game. Like, we want to really be there. We want to be on the field with the ball, doing our thing. And if we just take that moment to transition just before we open the door and allowing ourselves to like just connect to like, what's behind the door here for me? Like, what's really here? Not the kids who are fighting and the laundry that needs to get done and dinner that's not made, but what's the real essence that lies for me behind the door? And taking that moment to connect it and to connect to all the reasons why I would want to walk through this door. We're going to walk through the door very differently.
Yes, absolutely. And what really resonates with me is taking that breath, taking that minute to make that transition and to accept this is where I'm going now. I'm going onto this field now, rather than I'm going into this field now, but I'd really rather be somewhere else.
Exactly.
As you say, you'll come there so differently. Wow.
And you come there out of choice. You come there like, I want to come home now. Like, this is where I want to come to, not like, oh gosh, this is what I have to do now. But no, this is something of tremendous value.
Right.
And if I just take a moment to connect to that value, like, hey, this is where I want to be now.
Right. So I'm hearing that what's very important is also the expression of gratitude. This is where I want to be now, not where I should be or I have to be. And I think that also gives us such a different perspective, you know. I love that. Thank you so much. You've been,
My pleasure.
giving us lots of wonderful wisdom to help create our dreams. So thank you very much. Thanks for being with me.
Thank you. Have a great day.